Hey yo, what's up, fam? You already know the deal. Great vibes on 10 for the win. Yo, what's up, fam? You already know the deal. Great vibes on 10 for the win. Yeah, lift the stones, move the weight, come in, sit down, time to elevate. True talk, love loud, let's begin. Great vibes on 10 for the win. We coming in strong with the check going wild. Big laughs, big thoughts, that's the style. Heavy talk, but the heart stay light. Great vibes here to make you laugh all night. Put it up to 10, let the vibe begin. Hit that like my friend for the win. Drop that 10, let the love roll in. It's great vibes on 10 for the win. Hold it up to 10, throw a 10 in the chat. Throw a 10, like great vibes. Where the real ones at? Where the real ones at? Great vibes on 10 for the win. Yeah. When the combo gets deep, we don't shy. Truth hits hard, but the love stays high. Got the check going up, time to begin. Great vibes on 10 for the win. For the win, for the win, for the win, for the win. Drop your 10, drop your 10. Let's tune in, like a share, like a share. Check in, check in. It's great vibes on 10 for the win. Heavy stones get lifted, mindset free. Great vibes flowing through this energy. Talk deep, stay kind, feel the aftermath. Cause great vibes always here to make you laugh. Heavy stones get lifted, mindset free. Great vibes flowing through this energy. Talk deep, stay kind, feel the aftermath. Cause great vibes always here to make you laugh. Great vibes on 10, show that love. Hit that like, rise above. No hate here, just real talk again. Welcome on, great vibes on 10. We coming in smooth, yeah, the check gon' spin. Heavy stones lifted, we moving again. Talk deep, laugh loud, woo. Truth to the brim. We vibing on 10, never let's get it in. Great vibes on 10, show the love, woo. Hit that like, rise above. No hate here, just real talk again. Welcome on, great vibes on 10. Woo. Heaven 10's up high, let's roll. Heavy talk, light heart, that's V-Mind, Evan Soul. It's the spot where the real ones show. Great vibes on 10 for the win. Drop a 10, let's begin. Hit that like, spread love, tap in, you tune the great vibes. Let's get it, let's get it. We keep it fun, but respectful. We keep it deep and intellectual. We lift stones, heavy but movable. Great vibes, always here to make you laugh. That's undisputable. Alright, y'all, the show's about to start. Hit that like, drop a 10, and let's move these stones together. Hey yo, what's up, fam? You already know the deal. Great vibes on 10 for the win. Yo, what's up, fam? You already know the deal. Great vibes on 10 for the win. Yeah, lift the stones, move the weight, come in, sit down, time to elevate. True talk, love loud, let's begin. Great vibes on 10 for the win. We coming in strong with the check going wild. Big laughs, big thoughts, that's the style. Heavy talk, but the heart stay light. Great vibes here to make you laugh all night. Put it up to 10, let the vibe begin. Hit that like my friend for the win. Drop that 10, let the love roll in. It's great vibes on 10 for the win. Hold it up to 10, throw a 10 in the chat. Throw a 10, like great vibes. Where the real ones at? Where the real ones at? Great vibes on 10 for the win. Yeah, when the combo gets deep, we don't shy. Truth hits hard, but the love stays high. Got the check going up, time to begin. Great vibes on 10 for the win. For the win, for the win, for the win, for the win. Drop your 10, drop your 10. Let's tune in. Like a share, like a share. Check in, check in. It's great vibes on 10 for the win. Heavy stones get lifted, mindset free. Great vibes flowing through this energy. Talk deep, stay kind, feel the aftermath. Cause great vibes always here to make you laugh. Heavy stones get lifted, mindset free. Great vibes flowing through this energy. Talk deep, stay kind, feel the aftermath. Cause great vibes always here to make you laugh. Great vibes on 10, show that love. Hit that like, rise above. No hate, hate here, just real talk again. Welcome on, great vibes on 10. We coming in smooth, yeah, the check gon' spin. Heavy stones lifted, we moving again. Talk deep, laugh loud, woo. Truth to the brand. We vibing on 10, never less, let's get it in. Great vibes on 10, show the love, show the love. Woo. Hit that like, rise above. No hate, hate here, just real talk again. Welcome on, great vibes on 10. Woo. Heaven 10's up high, let's roll. Heavy talk, light heart, that's V-Mind, Evan Soul. It's the spot where the real ones show. Great vibes on 10 for the win. Drop a 10, drop a 10, let's begin. Hit that like, spread love, tap in, you tune the great vibes. Let's get it, let's get it. We keep it fun, but respectful. We keep it deep and intellectual. We live stones, heavy but movable. Great vibes, always here to make you laugh. That's undisputable. Alright, y'all, the show's about to start. Hit that like, drop a 10, and let's move these stones together. Hey, yo, what's up, fam? You already know the deal. Great vibes on 10 for the win. Yo, what's up, fam? You already know the deal. Great vibes on 10 for the win. Yeah, lift the stones, move the weight, come in, sit down, time to elevate. True talk, love loud, let's begin. Great vibes on 10 for the win. We coming in strong with the check going wild. Big laughs, big thoughts, that's the style. Heavy talk, but the heart stay light. Great vibes here to make you laugh all night. Put it up to 10, let the vibe begin. Hit that like, my friend, for the win. Drop that 10, let the love roll in. It's great vibes on 10 for the win. Hold it up to 10, throw a 10 in the chat. Throw a 10, like great vibes. Where the real ones at? Where the real ones at? Great vibes on 10 for the win. Yeah. When the combo gets deep, we don't shy. Truth hits hard, but the love stays high. Got the check going up, time to begin. Great vibes on 10 for the win. For the win, for the win, for the win, for the win. Drop your 10, drop your 10. Let's tune in. Like a share, like a share. Check in, check in. It's great vibes on 10 for the win. Heavy stones get lifted, mindset free. Great vibes flowing through this energy. Talk deep, stay kind, feel the aftermath. Cause great vibes always here to make you laugh. Heavy stones get lifted, mindset free. Great vibes flowing through this energy. Talk deep, stay kind, feel the aftermath. Cause great vibes always here to make you laugh. Great vibes on 10, show that love. Hit that like, rise above. No hate, hate here, just real talk again. Welcome on, great vibes on 10. We coming in smooth, yeah, the check gon' spin. Heavy stones like the we moving again. Talk, laugh loud, truth to the brand. We vibing on 10, never let's get it in. Great vibes on 10. So the love, hit that like, rise above. No hate, just real talk again. Welcome on, great vibes on 10. Heaven 10's up high, let's roll. Heavy talk, light heart, that's V-Mind, Evan Soul. Every time the real one show. Great vibes on 10 for the win. Drop a 10, drop a 10, let's begin. Hit that like, spread love, tap in, you bring the great vibes. Let's get it, let's get it. We keep it fun, but respectful. We keep it deep and intellectual. We live stones, heavy but movable. Great vibes, always here to make you laugh. That's beautiful. Alright, y'all, the show's about to start. Hit that like, drop a 10, and let's move these stones together.
Wah, ha, wah, 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 wah. Welcome. Welcome to Great Vibes on 10 for the win. Good to see y'all. Top of the afternoon. Thank y'all so much for coming in, man. It's good to see y'all. G to the V on the TZ for the Wheezy. Listen, good to see y'all coming in, man. Good to see you. You said, huh, wait, what happened to the main page? Hell, we don't know. We don't know. We trying to figure out what's going on with the main page right now. Hope everything should be going. Hopefully everything is going to be fine today. Dangerous, thank you for sharing it out. Y'all ask me why I'm not live on Instagram. Because I uninstalled it off my PC and it's still installing right now. All right. So right now it's at 56%. And when they get back installed, I'm going to resend the drivers to it, where the right drivers with the SoundCloud, and then I'm gonna crank it back up because yesterday when we was live on IG, it crashed twice, and so I moved it on a different computer, uh, and we're going to see how it's going to work with that. Okay, because as y'all know, to make this show, you know, to give y'all a better experience, or at least I try. Uh, these lives are running off two different PCs. Okay, all integrated into one. All right. So this is how y'all are able to see different videos or different screens, different things like that. Again, those are two PCs combined. All right. Uh, Dawn in the live. How you doing? There you go. You said command center. No, no. But again, good to see y'all on today. I got you, Randy. Randy, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Wow, man. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Kent Tech, DD, thank you so much for the title gifter, man. I really appreciate it. Margaret, thank you so much. Shout out to Shakira, Dangerous, Queen T, Jesse, baby, Latanya, Angela, Kales, Dunn, Kristen, Teresa, Peggy, Kent and Diva. Shout outs to you all. And here we go again with splashing. Edie and Randy with this splashing. You say your wheelchair is waterproof. I bet you it's waterproof, and also you got tint on the windows. It's tinted. Um. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Y'all listen. Y'all keep sharing the live out. YouTube, y'all keep sharing it out. Everybody's coming in on Rumble. Good to see y'all. Man, it's been an amazing day today, and I had to get that one called. I had to get that one called the bald head. Oh my goodness. You said your wheelchair turns into a boat. It turns into a boat. I want a boat like a big ship. Here we go. Y'all, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. With when she was in the tunnels, she saw big ships inside the tunnels. So now they back on that shit. Thank y'all so much for coming in, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. Y'all are amazing. Y'all, we're gonna deviate just a little bit from. Now we're gonna do part four, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do part four, but I want to do that on my main account because I can get away with that one. Um, so with this one, you know, we're going to deviate just for a second. Um, I was looking back through and I was watching a few videos today, and I said, huh. I said, people really needs to hear this one, okay? When they always talking about they're going to drop the receipts and all this stuff. Now on this video, they dropped some receipts, okay? They dropped some things, okay? Like I was like I was blown. I was blown away. I was like, okay, they finally got it. Like they finally came. They finally showed what people been asking for, and I was so proud of them. And I said, you know, shout outs to Shout outs to you know, Allie and Shelly Carter. Shout outs to them because they really did it right. They really put their foot in this one, and they really showed us a lot of evidence of what she proclaims that she been through. They showed so much evidence. It brought it left me in a awe. Okay, and I'm gonna let y'all see it for yourselves. Peace and blessings, Nicole. And again, everybody that's coming in on TikTok, this is my one of my backup accounts until they're able to fix my main account. So we're going to treat it just like it's the main. So y'all, we got a live gift goal. So y'all, let's knock out that live gift goal, and we're going to keep this moving. Um, so I don't have too much to say because this right here is it's over. It's about an hour and a half long. An hour and a half worth of receipts. Okay. So I need y'all to put your. I need everybody to start screen recording. All right. You know, pull out your phone cameras and take a video of the live stream while we're live. I need y'all to, because it's already recorded, but I need y'all to record it again. All right. They have no Randy. They got receipts. She said receipts are nothing. Oh, they have receipts. Like y'all for real. Like this right here may put a huge wrench in everything we have been pushing out. Thank you for screen recording, Edie. This right here, I'm shocked. So now I got questions for Miss Outlaw. Like what is this? Have she really been sold? Did Miss Outlaw really sell Tori? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Like the receipts that they're dropping right now, like the receipts that they y'all about to see, I got questions. I really got questions for Miss Outlaw. All right. Let's hit play. Y'all see the walk in, you hear the music, you hear how dramatic this is. Like they about to drop some major receipts. Like, do you hear the music how it's leading up? And because I'm sitting there watching this video earlier, and I'm just like, wait, hold on. I never seen that before. And I'm looking at the dates. And y'all, these are real reports. These are real reports. Like these are real reports. So have we been bamboozled?
Hey y'all, it's been a while. We jumped off February 14th of 2023, so I got a lot for you, but a little bit of time, so please follow me, okay, 90s? First of all, thank you for the support and the love and the birthday love. Thank you for sharing the love and the patience and the genuine hearts that we have seen with other survivors. Thank you so much for that. They need that. It's not just about us, like we say all the time. If you're new to my story,
First of all, Tidbits, you said, oh my, grab the Logic Cam to screen record. The Logic Cam, really? That's a webcam. You grabbed a webcam to record your phone. Mm. 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 You grabbed a whole computer camera, pointed it towards your phone to screen record. Pamela said, GV, are you serious? Y'all, I want y'all to tell me. Y'all, watch these receipts.
Story. Thank you for being here. Thank you for trying because it's a lot of information. So I'm asking you, if you're new to this part of the footage, to please just go back, because it'll help you progress to right here, but it's a lot to digest. So, and if you're like, look, her story is too wild and I don't believe her, I don't give a damn. Okay. I am at the point where I'm done arguing. I've tried that. 90s are done holding people's hands. We've tried that. If you want to ask a question and you sincerely want to learn, somebody will, with a heart that is genuine, will help you. They really will. But approach them the right way. Because they're tired just as much as everybody else is. Okay? So please, just do me a favor. Try to go back a little bit. If you can't and you don't want to deal with my story, cool. It's not up for debate. So just go ahead and do your own research, because this topic is not a TV show. It's not a reality. It's reality show. It's not a political thing. It's not a religious thing. We're not doing none of that. This is crimes against humanity, and I'm a survivor of it. And I'm trying to speak out at the same time. I'm trying to continue to live my life, and everything has been changed. Okay? We have shifted courses a lot. So this pre-recorded video, 90s, stay with me. If you get the depth of what we're about to talk about and you understand what I'm saying to you, then follow me, okay? Just follow me. But if not, then go back. That's all I got. I got to move through this. I got a few notes. We took a minute after New Mexico, talked to a few angels. We brought them to the hole that we found, okay? And we tried to do it again with the sound because the sound was wonky, right? We called a few angels, about 50 of them, and about 35 of them showed up. And thank you so much if we called you. We did what we needed to do to try to do this again, right? We called it A to Z. It's footage you're about to watch next, but I got a quick disclaimer for you, okay? A to Z took some wild turns to get there, all right? People don't talk about how hard spiritual warfare is. We have the topic of spiritual warfare, but nobody really talks about how hard it is. Okay, so I'm telling you, there was so much spiritual warfare that, like,
Pinky, Pinky, you said if they're playing that video with King World and Measured Man comes up, it's a done deal. Let the truth prevail. Shaggy. Okay, anyway, let's continue. Y'all listen up.
people's faces when we got there. Seriously. So 48 hours before we got to the venue, we had to change the venue. And I mean, people were still flying from all different directions, and we had to change the venue, y'all. If you hear what I'm saying and you are somebody who has planned anything of an event, we had to change the entire venue in the middle of the night. Okay? So, by the time we got there, we tried to spit everything out from A to Z. We spoke for 6 hours straight and still didn't get to B. All right? Then, when we did noticed that we were running out of time, we started jumping around, and we tried our best to still go A to Z, but we didn't make it. So it's not done, but if we try to do this again, I'm trying to figure out how we can do this again. If we do it live, if we just try to do it live, I'm sure it'll probably try to cut out, but if we try to do it live, we want to give you a few things to the kids. We're talking to the kids a lot, okay? Again, I'm not arguing with you if you don't understand my story. I really don't give a damn. I'm not arguing with you. It's not up for a debate. This is crimes against humanity. This is not a political thing. This is not a religious thing. This is crimes against humanity. So again, if you can't follow along with this, then just do your own research, because it's around you too, okay? So for the kids, we're talking to the people who understand the level of trauma that we're about to touch in this next part. This is a family-friendly type one, but kiddos, if you're going to watch this, if you're under the age of, 17 to 5, please be careful, because I'm hurting too, and
Y'all, everybody just hold on. Everybody just hold on. She about to, her and Shelly about to show a lot of stuff. So just make sure y'all start screen recording in a minute, okay?
Healing has taken a while, and it's still in progress, okay? So not all of my videos are family friendly, but this one is. So please be careful. Some of the things I have shared are graphic. This one, we try to bring the kids in to talk to, okay? For the kids, there are, people think white hats exist, witness protection program exists. We'll talk about that later in the footage you're about to watch next. But for right now, these are everyday people that have pulled together with their talents, that have related to our story somehow, some way. So please don't respond quickly to someone who has a fake account, who is trying to contact you saying, I'm one of the angels or one of the heroes that have stood with Allie and Shelly. That might not be true. Please only go through the email. I will only respond one way, through the email and through a trusted hero. So please be careful how you contact, but if you contact, please go through the email that way, okay? I don't want to give you extra things, because I don't want our enemies to be watching this and then try to mess with you and you have enough, all right? So hear me when I say that, okay? What you're about to watch, we brought a lot of evidence with us. We tried to bring so much from A to Z: police reports, medical diagnosis, affidavits, sworn affidavits. It was a lot.
Nobody's talking about this yet, but they will be. And I want to make this very clear.
Again, y'all pay attention. You say your nervous is my nerves are bad today. Listen, don't listen. I'm telling y'all listen to this young lady. Like, she ain't lying. All right? I know y'all wasn't prepped for this type of live. This is new. So I'm about to bring some stuff up to court, right? I'm about to bring some people up here to the witness stand here, because I've been pushing out some information. I don't know.
Our car got broken into after. That was a lot. And we were carrying so much evidence on us. And I laugh because, we've been through worse. So what are you going to do? But we're going to talk about that later. Okay? Give me a minute. It's a lot. If you understand the depth of what we're talking about, we could talk forever. So again, we spoke 6 hours straight and took a break every 10 or 15 minutes on the hour, and still we didn't touch everything. So if you could just hang on with us, because I'm still trying to figure out how else to put this out there. But we tried to go A through Z, barely hit B, started jumping around, and then I don't think we hit M through Z. Okay, so this is what we got. Follow along with me if you can, and then just hang on. Thanks for watching.
Hi, hi. That was weird. Hi, my name is Allie. This is my mama, Shelly. I am 29 years old. I had to think because it's been. I'm 29 years old now. If you have not yet watched the prelude or a few of the other segments, I ask you to please stop this footage and watch the other footage. Before you continue watching this one, this is a lot of information. And I know a lot of people don't understand what we're talking about, but we are speaking on crimes against humanity. For this segment, I want to go A to Z, my mother and I, us, you'll see, through through everything that we can. It's been a while. We found a hole, and we're going to explain so many things, why we're not dead yet, why we're still alive. There are no white hats. No, we have not been in witness protection program. We just found somewhere to really put our stuff down, and we came back because the sound in New Mexico, when we did the last segment, the sound was really funky and people couldn't hear, and these are everyday people in this room. Can you make some noise if your ticket was free? There was no money that changed hands. We made some chicken in a crock pot. We grabbed angels from all over the place that we called and messaged and said, hey, can we try this again? We had some conversations, and I think everybody that we call 90s Nation News, no, they are not white hats. No, we are not working with Trump, according and contrary to TikTok comments. No, the security guard that walked into the room with me, he is in the back of the room. No, that is not Trump in a mask, just to answer those questions on TikTok. No, that's not true. We're just trying to tell you our life and our story. And like I said, if you have not watched the rest of this, please turn this off now and go back and try to catch up a little bit in a way that it can help your brain not stay on overload, because already this is just enough information to take in. Do you have anything for that?
Yeah, I'm a ball player, or I was a ball player back in the day, but we would be told to leave it all on the field. You leave it on the field, you leave it on the court, you do it all, and then you're done. No regrets. It's done, and that's what we're trying to do here. Again, in New Mexico, we kind of had a little bit of glitches, but that was our first time. So that's what we're trying to do today. We're just gonna dump a ton of information on you. Somebody had said earlier about Fritz Springmeier. He's got massive books that you can read. That information is timeless. Like, what matters in that book today, 10 years from now, you can go back and it is something new that you're going to take away from that. And I'm hoping that this will be the same. We're going to try to dump as much information as we can. Affidavit. So we kind of went off grid in February after New Mexico. We put everything down, found a hole. I call it the dome. Wherever we found, it's almost like there's a jamming signal in it. Over where we were, like, we've been off grid. We crawled in a hole, pulled a rock in front of it, and took a moment. And that's what we're planning to do when we're done here. Being on the internet, talking about crimes against humanity.
So you mean to tell me? So you mean to tell me? All right. Now, y'all, they about to show some receipts, but I got a question about this one. You mean to tell me y'all found a hole in the middle of nowhere? You was just driving, and it was this thick-ass hole. Your ass drove that van down into that hole, and y'all was able to put a rock in front of it. People had jamming signals around that hole. Shelly, how did y'all if y'all was in a hole, y'all imagine this, y'all. Out in New Mexico, the middle of summer, it's hot outside. You see a hole. You driving down the street and you see a big, thick white woman and a black woman removing a huge boulder, and they come out where they drive out with their white van just in the middle of nowhere. But they had to leave the area because somebody installed cell phone computer jammers around that particular rock. So the next day they had to get up and leave because people were tracking their location. That big ass boulder. Laura, how you doing, sweetheart? Everybody's coming in. Y'all. Y'all fell for that? Okay.
And how many times Allie was raped and by who and how is not a career option.
No,
Nobody
been.
wants to do that, but we're morally obligated to tell the truth and to wake up as many people as possible. We're not trying to do interviews with people so they can get clicks and shares, and I don't care about that. We're not trying to profit off of this. That would be reprehensible.
And
Okay, that's what you call dry begging. Listen, y'all not trying to do interviews with people. Of course, y'all did a few of them. Y'all don't want to do interviews with people because people are going to ask questions, right? Real podcasters and journalists and people that know what they're doing behind the computer or behind their microphone, they're going to ask certain questions. And Shelly, you don't like questions because y'all already put out a timeline when things went down with Tory. So if the interviewer asks questions, we saw it about a month ago when Dustin did that, right? Well, he didn't ask a question; he just played a video, and Tory locked up. She froze. She didn't know what to say. So that's how that whole interview will go. If she came on here, started spewing this information, I'm going to wait. Whoa, hold on, sweetheart. Whoa, let's back this up. All right, when did it start? Well, CPS reports that I was 3 months. Okay, tell us about it. What happened? Well, in the CPS report, no. You was 3 months. Tell us what happened, because clearly the CPS report said that you reported somebody was kissing you and all that stuff on your neck. All right. So tell us what happened. We who was involved? Was you were you at your home or was you at your friend's house at 3 months? Was you having fun with your friends? Was you in daycare, walking around, jumping up and playing, singing Barney? Where did it happen? Who was around? The report said that you reported the incident at 3 months. So tell us what happened. Okay. They can't answer questions like that.
speaking of interviews, if you're watching this right now on something that someone is asking you to pay a Patreon for, you are watching the wrong person. Let me.
That is so sad. People do social media. That's their business. It's their brand. That's how they make money. Newsflash. So if people want to see certain exclusives, so you gotta. If they got their Patreon set up, it's there for a reason. It's there for a reason. And again, y'all just hating on what other people are doing. Not the fact that they're riding around in the van. They got studios. They got engineers. They got They got real things going, and you're telling these people that these are the wrong people because they're running their business. Newsflash, Tori and Shelly, y'all at an event right now that was by invitation only. What's the difference with a Patreon? Okay.
Just give you a little hint right there. There are some people who are upset with us that we will not talk to them, that we will not pick up the phone because we see the point there. This is not a career choice. This was not on purpose.
Edie, you said don't bring Barney into this. Man, let me tell you something about Barney. His big ass, I always had questions about Barney. Why in the hell we got this big ass purple lookish color, whatever you want to call dinosaur, always chasing these kids around? His big ass always want to play hide go seek some damn well. Hello, boys and girls. No, brother, hold on. No, who? Barney is always talking about give me a hug to these damn kids. She said Barney's a good man. Edie, your ass never met Barney. We don't know who behind that jumpsuit. Nobody said he ain't never complained about it being hot in that motherfucker. Who the hell is Barney? I used to have nightmares of Barney chasing my ass down the street in the pamper. Who the hell is Barney? I love you. You love me. Come on, y'all. We are happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't your ass say you love my ass too? Barney always, okay. You said stop smearing your father's name. So now Barney is your damn father. I'm not doing this today. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Let's continue. We need a mascot, GV. Oh, hell. Okay. Okay. Okay.
This was not, we don't want your money. I don't want anybody's money. I've been a dollar sign. You know what I'm saying? So this is why we want to feed you. We don't need you to buy $200 worth of a ticket to come and stand in the room and to sit at a table with us. If you are watching this footage right now with somebody who is asking you to pay them money, when the information is
Barney is your baby daddy. I'm not. I'm not. No.
free and priceless as it is, you should take a look at the company you're trying to keep. Just a little hint.
So while we have been off grid and quiet, we started working on affidavits, sworn statements about the things that she went through. We've dispersed those to insurance holders. When she does an affidavit, it takes a lot out of her. So she will give me the information and I'll type it up, and then she will proof it, and then we will get it notarized and sworn. And then she's down. Like, it takes a toll. It's not an easy thing, but we've been trying to work on that while we've been quiet. We have a couple here. I'm going to pass them around. You can read them if you've already read them. Pass them through, just so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on. We don't have anybody to give these to, except you guys. Like, the regular everyday people. We can't take them to the court because the courts are corrupt. We can't take them to the police or the FBI because you know and you're seeing firsthand what that looks like. There's nobody to give it to. That's why we've always appealed to the everyday American people, because they get it. They're genuinely have a good heart. Most people want to help. Most people are kind and loving. That's not where your agencies, CPS, FBI, there's a lot of corruption.
I told y'all that. Queen T, I told y'all that. She said Shelly just told on herself. She types up all the lies. Yeah. Yeah, that's what Shelly do. She types everything up. And there it is. They got proof. All right? But the proof that they're going to show today, you will see.
There, and they can't be trusted. So
Again, the reason why we're deciding to put this in your hands, we thank you for the trust that has been earned. In order to put it in your hands, people come at us in so many different type of ways, and they, especially victims, they demand the evidence. But again, we're still waiting on the Epstein flight logs. We're still waiting on what's going on in the court systems right now that you can see. We're still waiting on them to admit on what they're spraying our food with, and how we have stickers now that are where we have our food grown and sprayed in labs. All the lies and all the twists and turns of what the justice system is.
You know what, Laura? Shout outs to Laura, y'all. Shout outs to Laura, y'all. She's starting it out. She already dropped 3 of 20 of these big asses going across. I'm gonna spare y'all today with the video because it's the live goal. Laura, shout outs to you, Laura. Y'all, let's keep that moving and let's get that live goal completed. Thank you so much, Laura. Now, she just handed out the affidavits, all right? So everybody that's there, they are reading through the affidavits right now. All right, let's continue.
Supposed to be. Do you honestly think there's anybody to give it to? After everything that you have learned the last few years, after everything you've seen in the last 8 months, just in general, day to day.
Well, and even if we could find one person that was honest, like y'all, and we could give that to them, they have to pass that to somebody else. And at some point up that food chain, it's going to hit corruption. So then your address is going to be exposed. You're going to get gang stalked. So there's just a break in the continuity of integrity.
We have a few affidavits.
Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Watch what happens when a 50-year-old man blocks DHT naturally for just 90 days.
Y'all, pay attention.
We have a few affidavits on Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, hermaphrodites.
All right. What she just said is not true. TikTok, this is for entertainment only. Nothing is mean. Nothing is using in a negative light here. So we do not condone any violence, any bad behavior, or anything of that magnitude. here on social media. Just have to let TikTok know that, okay? All right. It's for educational purposes only, TikTok. All right. They got proof, y'all. They got proof. They got proof. She's sitting with the proof.
Joseph
Okay, I got to break that down. Hold on, y'all.
Biden,
It got, yeah. Okay.
Oprah, Lassane Outlaw,
Who is Lassane Outlaw? Shout outs to Shakira. Who is Lassane Outlaw? Shakira, thank you so much again for the hand heart. Shakira, thank you again for the hand heart. Let's continue.
many, many more. Again,
Shakira.
We've given information over and we've handed it over to someone and we've said, hey, we can only hand you so much because there's so much of it. No one's done anything with the information that they already have. No one's attempted to do anything with the information that they have. We have the evidence. We have a lot. But as this time, the last 3 years have gone on, we had an attorney that we had our eyes on that we thought, hey, we'll hand that to him. I told insurance holders that we have, God forbid we walked out of this room and something happened to us today and we were no longer alive. There's no reason to hold on to, there's no reason, if something happened to us today, there's no reason to hold on to information, AKA dead man switch. Has anybody ever heard of that? A dead man switch, which means that if a dead man is found, then the switch is flipped on and all of this information is handed to the world.
Laura, title gifter. Shakira, title gifter. Thank y'all. You said everyone that has the outlaw. Everyone that has the outlaw's name is bad people. You said, Megan said, what do you want people to do with the evidence? Do you want them to turn it in to the police? No. They are corrupt. Government, everybody, this is why they're holding on to it because they can't trust nobody. Queen T, thank you so much for showing your ass. Peanut, thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you so much for the hearts. I really appreciate that. Queen T, again, thank you so much for the love you so much. Shout outs to you. Like Peanut is sitting on top. Queen T, thank you so much for the 2 asses running across my screen. Appreciate that. Y'all are showing out today. So it looked like Peanut is on top. Laura, what did Peanut do? Did I miss something? She sent the club power. How did she get up there? Peanut, what did you send to put you on top like that? What the hell? Wait a minute. What the hell is going on here? Kira, that was nice. Hey, Tech, thank you so much for the hand hearts. Queen T, thank you so much for the league ball. Appreciate that. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, thank you, Peanut. Shout outs to you. That's what it was. That's what it was. All right, cool. Let's continue.
That is what we basically have with insurance holders all around the world and now you. We've given the information over to say that if God forbid something happened to us today, hand it out like candy because there's nothing else to do with it. I'm so sorry. We have so many alarms still. You know, we still have to make sure that we're good in the building, even though that we're still here with security. We just have to make sure that still nothing is going on. We've handed this information out, and you know, people are asking like, why go back? Why? I have never been left alone. Things happened since I was 3 months old, and we are still dealing with all of that shit today. It never stopped. It just unfolds different. When I left the home that I was in with the failed assignment, I'm gonna call them a failed assignment. Because if you're watching this today, you don't even deserve to be called a mother. And the thing is there's a big difference between a mother and a handler. Let's get that shit straight. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. I'm gonna compare a mother and a handler to you. I'm gonna let you know how that goes. But the people that had me at first, I called them failed assignments. I won't even give them the luxury of surrogate anymore. Outlaws. I was about to, but I won't. You know, I'm not going to do it. I'm not what they made me. I'm not here to be vindictive. I'm not here to make a threat. I'm not here to point anybody your direction, but I will hide every piece of evidence that I own like a geocache around this world if something happens to my mother and I. That's what I'm doing. I've redacted names. Every evidence that's sitting here today is redacted. We've still redacted names. We have court orders, police reports, rape kits, sworn affidavits, CPS reports. The list goes on. There's a big folder that we have that we're going through today of evidence. And we're handing it and we're putting it in your hands because if something happened to us today, everybody in this room can say, I saw it. Everybody in this room can say, I know it exists. And it's legal. If you take a look closely at the paperwork, you'll see it, it's legal. We've moved some things because in the cases that I have, there are minors that were on the case. And those minors.
You said all she did was make Tori a whole narcissist. That is correct. Milko's good to see you. Tori is not there to be vindictive. Never. That was sarcasm. Milko's, after this live right here, I'm going to be giving you a call. When you called me earlier, I was on the phone. So I got you, man. I got you. Got fake people. Got fake paperwork over there. I don't know. She may have the real evidence. I mean, she just told y'all she got sworn affidavits. They got police reports. They have grape kits in that folder. Everything is right there, y'all. We're looking at it. I told y'all I wasn't playing. All right, let's continue.
Minors contacted me recently, one of them, and I want to talk to you too personally later on. But we've blocked and redacted all those things because I'm not trying to, I don't care. I changed my last name from Outlaw because I don't care. I don't want anybody's money. It ain't worth it. It's blood money.
Hold on 1 second. You said I'm going on a limb and say the people donating have been violated and their heartstrings have been pulled. This is why the other week we had a young lady up here and she was close to them, and she didn't have any money to give, but she gave them a lot of her experiences with her and her son. And again, when she found out what was going on, she wasn't right after that.
somebody told me today, I'd give you whatever you want and money, I would tell you to keep it. The only people that would probably take money from is Child Protective Services, because for one whole year, they collected money from me while they knew I was being trafficked, while they helped my traffickers, while they documented and aided my traffickers. They're still doing it to this day. They collected a paycheck on every single time I ran away. They collected a paycheck on every single time I was.
So my question is, and honestly, when you say CPS was involved with your moving around, allegedly, how do you know? When Tori gets behind the mic, she just only wants to talk. That's it.
I was assaulted because it made a bigger case. It gives a bigger paycheck to the foster parents. It gives a bigger paycheck to the government. Foster care only runs on children, like Monsters, Inc. Do you understand what
You brought Monsters Inc. into this. You know, Monsters Inc. Okay. Well, I grew up watching Monsters Inc. You bring Monsters Inc. into this. But okay, Tori, have it your way. You said she's been listening. You said she's been listening to you.
I am saying to you? Has anybody ever seen the movie Monsters, Inc.? You know, the screams and the laughs? That's foster care. That's the government system. That's the definition of adrenochrome. Okay? The only way that that CPS can function is through the dollar signs of the children. And the worse they are, the more money they get. The more they paint a picture, the more money they get. There's many different sides of cases. Okay, and I really want to talk to the kids today, because we've been contacted by kids, but advocates, organizations, some church.
You've been contacted by kids, Tori. You and Shelly, y'all got children calling your phones. Y'all have children calling your phones. You said the kids of the 90s. You said to call them to tell their stories, GB. They have kid activities.
Churches and 501c3s are giving people the wrong impression that you can just be picked up and saved. And that's not true. When I was with this failed assignment family, one war was happening. Once I moved from CPS, another war happened. Once I entered foster care. When I ran away, another war happened. When I got adopted, another war happened. And it keeps unfolding. So I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it and say it just ends. That's not true. So we've documented some things, and those are the affidavits. And I hope I explained that. We'll dig into those more when we get to those letters. So I just want to say that those affidavits are going around the room. The affidavits that are going around the room right now are on Joseph. Unfortunately, what is everybody knows is BS, that because there's a pecking order through pictures, there's a pecking order through common sense. When you actually think about our
Wow. I really want to know what that means. Elena, how you doing? You said, I sure hope those parents are aware of what's being discussed in those conversations. Covos conversations. Verity, I don't know, because Danger said in their telegram she's Tori be saying that she's going to call those children. Never said anything about the parents. You said that girl really needs some help.
Our real and our original laws, there's a pecking order. So what you think is our president right now is Joseph Biden.
God damn. Why she keep saying that name? TikTok, this is for educational purposes only. We do not push out any violence. We don't suggest this type of behavior. We don't do that over here. Okay, what we do over here, this is a reaction live stream. That's something we're dealing with. What she's talking about in real time, right? Take care of TikTok. Hold on, Laura, your ass on fire today. Laura with the rose, the heart meat, a heart puffs, the scent chip, chili, the corn on the cob, the chili. Laura, your ass is on fire. The roses. Elena, thank you so much for your heart meat and also the Tingo poplars. Thank you so much.
Not the one that falls down the stairs, no. Not the one that digs in his nose, no. Not the one that poops on himself, no. Not the one with the blue eyes, no. Not the one that changed from the brown eyes, no. Not the one that ears changed, no. There's a few of them, if you haven't noticed. But right now what's being passed around is the situation that happened under the Getty Los Angeles Museum in California. I was 15 years old. I was taken there by my pimp. My foster parents knew. I lived in a Mexican home, a Mexican household. I told my social worker. Her names are redacted. I would spit her name out. I don't know if we're redacting things, but I would say her name. But I know she did quit Child Protective Services. It's in the paperwork. If you were when we pass that around, you'll take a look at it, and it's redacted in the paperwork. But I did let her know. I told her what was going on. I said, hey, my pimp is taking me to these. My boyfriend at the time is taking me to these elite parties. She documented him as a 27-year-old boyfriend, and she left it alone. She told me, hey, break up with them. Hey, don't keep telling on him. Hey, that's just how relationships work. While they collected a paycheck, more and more and more and more. My pimp walked into the door of my Mexican household. And the reason why I say this is because they didn't speak any English to me. I never communicated really with them. We called them madre and padre.
Watch what happens when a 50-year-old man balks DHT naturally for just 90 days. Day 1.
And you hear the accent a little bit sometimes, it's because I know some things. Okay? But I grew up in this home for a second, and nobody really ever talked to me. I grew up in a foster home that, as well, with another African-American girl and 2 Mexican brothers and 1 white sister that went in and out. At first, it started with my foster brothers, and then my pimp started. And then I was going out of my window until one day I told my social worker, and oddly, my social worker called the police. Or no, not my social worker. No, excuse me. My social worker came over when my mom called the police, and she asked my foster sister what was going on. My foster sister told her the truth. I got scared and I got territorial, so I tore shit up. I was horrible. I was evil for a minute. I really was. So there's some people that are watching this right now, like, I hate you. I know. There's such a long line. There's such a long line. But I hated me too. I still hate me sometimes for the things that I did. So if you're watching this video, I'm so sorry. I tore her shit up when she told that social worker the truth. She said, yeah, he's in her room at night. Yeah, our foster brothers are in her bed at night. Yeah, she's going out of her window. Yeah. And when the social worker got there, I got really scared because I'm like, oh, shit, this is going to go really bad. He's going to kick my ass. Okay. And I took her shit and I tore it up. I put it in the bathtub, soaked it with water, threw it in the front yard. I was pissed.
She is admitting horrific behavior. Yes, she is. He said, "Have you guys noticed every time she tells a laugh, it tells a lie, she laughs. Absolutely, and or she'll get real hot."
Pissed. I was pissed. And I said she lied because I was scared of what would happen next. Then things got worse after my pimp walked through my front door, paid my foster parents $5,000. Five, not even that much money. $5,000 don't get you that far.
She has violent outbursts when caught and exposed for lying. That is correct.
They gave them $5,000 and they let me go through the front door with it unlocked. My social worker knows it's in the documents. The supervisor knew of Riverside County Child Protective Services. It's in the documents. The ombudsman knew of Riverside County Child Protective Services. It's in the documents, and still nothing. That's how it goes. These situations from 3 months old, and the most worst year of my life was 15, has carried on to right now, and I'll be 30 in a little bit. I can't believe I'm saying that. I wasn't supposed to make it past 16. So these affidavits, we can't go each and every one. It's a lot. We don't know. We'll probably release some small excerpts at the end. We'll probably release them as we go. Maybe we won't. Maybe they'll stay in insurance. I don't know. There's no one to give it to. We did interviews with a few people, and there's an interview that keeps circulating. And nobody knows what happened behind that interview. Nobody knows that it touched hands that it shouldn't have. Nobody knows that people were entitled to the information, and we sense that. You start to feel like somebody's interrogating you, right? Give it to me. What happened? When exactly? What happened in the first 5 minutes? Why can't you remember? Break it down for me like I'm two. Do you see how you start to like, ooh? Our majority of our direction has been throwing it in 6. Because there's some organizations and some advocates we can see straight through by the way they come at us. No one ever mentioned our safety. Everybody was like, so how can I get you on a stage? you got some followers watching you. Nobody asked about how can I get you in a room safely and out safely. That was never a question. We're talking about trafficking. We're talking about some heavy things. First of all, are you okay? We need to do. I want to talk to the kids. Everybody talks about save the children. Nobody's ever talking about, let me talk to the children. There's nobody that's ever taken the time to, I know about the children. I save the children. Has anybody ever taken the time to sit down and talk to a child? I mean, meaningless conversations about boogers sometimes. But I'm also talking about those conversations where kids don't know how to talk to the adults because the adults are too busy talking at you. People are too busy talking at you because this is what it's supposed to be. I want to talk to you. So if you are a child that is watching this, if you are a child that has contacted me, and I'm sorry if I have not gotten back to you yet, things are happening a lot. I may not be able to save you, but I would love to talk to you. I may not be able to do so much, but I would love to help. If there's a lot of angels in this room, there's somebody that can advocate for you. There's somebody who doesn't mind saying, I will pray with you. If you don't believe in Jesus, they'll sit with you while you cuss, yell.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I tried to let it get to that particular part right there for a reason. Don, are you still in here? It is a miserable life, Pamela. Y'all have no idea. Trying to see if Don is still in here. Yes, she said talking to children. I need a mod break. Can one of the mods come up here and do a mod break just real quick? Mercury, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself, sir?
I'm
Need a
doing
break?
yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
go ahead. All right, everyone. Welcome to GV's side account. We definitely should get this account up into the leagues. We are in League D1. He needs about 500 or so K diamonds to be number one, top percent. If you can make sure you grab your daily heart meats, get all your points. Who's up here? Oh, here's Peanut. Hey, Peanut. Hey, Peanut. Oh, maybe. I did. You're up there. You're there.
Oh, sorry, my headphones were like really weird.
Okay.
I don't even know why I requested up.
Was it about Barney?
My alter took over. I don't know what's going on.
It's Chestnut.
You guys fill me in? I don't know.
This is GB's backup account until his regular one is back up.
Yeah, everyone's calling me Peanut and I just don't get it. It pisses me off. It makes me mad. It's not funny.
Peanut, shut your ass up, Peanut.
It's not funny. I don't get what's so funny. Anyways. GB, where are you?
Y'all was doing a mod break.
This is
Cashew.
so yeah, this is not cashew. This is honey roasted chestnut.
Okay,
So
okay, honey, bro.
Brazilian nut.
We, of course, y'all, I just need a quick mod break. That's all. Church to follow Rumble, YouTube, Instagram, like,
Yes, yes. Make sure that you subscribe to Rumble. He's now on Facebook and Instagram. I don't have the links, so if anybody has them, feel free to post them in the chat.
I can get them. I'll be right back.
Okay. And if you want merch, you can email greatvibeson10@gmail.com, and he'll get that set up for you straight away, once the weather allows, of course.
right.
Yes, we're growing. Great Vibes community is growing.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mercury. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Peanut, you got a few things you want to say?
This isn't peanut.
Honey roasted, you got anything you want to say?
No, I'm good, thank you.
How you feeling? You feel better?
Yeah, I feel a lot better. Thank you.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So eventually we're going to hear the other side of uh Randy's brain from you.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a shared brain, so
I see that. And you sounded a little excited with that in the comments on yesterday.
what?
Saying about the sharing of the brain and what she was saying that had you laughing you was laughing the shit because of the shit she put in the comments the day before.
Oh my god, yes. I rewatched the live and I was dying. She's telling me, how do you say his name? Miklo? I can't say it. I'm sorry.
Milkos.
Milkos. Okay, yes. Oh my gosh, the stuff she was saying about him in the backseat of the cop car.
She went left. She went all the way left. I don't know if Milkos even responded with that. I bet he was just like, well, damn.
Oh man.
So what did y'all get so far? Because we're 30 minutes in. What y'all got so far from the video?
I kind of get that she really thinks she's some kind of Oprah of trafficking victims. Um, her mannerisms and the way she talks, it's like she's in some kind of fantasy or something. Um, I am not convinced that she is telling us anything new that we don't already know. I mean, for those who are familiar with the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 5+ years and not one insurance holder has done anything. And even if they do have it, I think she controls it where she says if they can or cannot release anything anyway. So you're making them hold on to that stuff for what exactly? You know, 5+ years, just all, I don't know, blue balls or something. Just holding on to this any minute, it's just going to be released.
I have a funny story about Peanut. When Peanut was little, she used to, when she used to be like sitting in the cart when she was like, her mom was pushing her around in the store. Any black lady she would see, she would say, "Hi, Oprah." Peanut's crazy.
I mean, that could be a compliment.
And she would wave and
Back
she'd
in
be
the
like,
day.
"Hi, Oprah." And Peanut's mom was so embarrassed.
Shits.
Where did he go? You sound like you're underwater.
I'm right here. I was behind my desk, man. Look, you said that you was 3 years old, and every time you saw a black woman, you waved at her like she was Oprah.
No, and I would say, "Hi, Oprah," or not me. I'm sorry, Peanut.
Peanut would do that.
Yeah.
Verity
on the
said,
altar.
what is yours?
Me? I don't have an altar.
Okay.
I said, blame it on the altar, Peanut.
I get that's what everybody's doing now, huh?
Must be nice. You just have altars and blame all your crap on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have an altar and go to work and pay my rent for me.
Honey Roasted is actually the protector of the system. I'm the D's Nuts system, so.
Oh, fancy.
You didn't know that, GV? I was thinking about going with like the trail mix system.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, I think D's Nuts really suits me well. So.
Trail mix Zeta kitten system.
Yes. Yeah.
Yo! No!
Oh my god. This stuff is so ridiculous. My god.
Oh hell!
Oh.
Hey man, I can't.
All to do is laugh. She's got red files now, blue files, yellow files, glitter files, soap files,
PDF files,
edges files, French fry files, van files, voodoo dirt jar files, all the files.
Oh my god.
The bubble gum of trafficking victims.
That's
tunnel files.
Glitter,
Dangerous
glitter files, tunnel files,
glitter files,
the Shelly files,
she said.
Medi files.
No ass files.
I'm 13. No, you're not. You're 31.
Fat boo.
God.
Trash can files.
When her ass started talking about, hi, I'm Skylar.
Skylar, that's the one. That one tripped me out the most. I'm like, I can't even trace that to a single southern region.
Can you put that on your sound thing? What's it called?
The soundboard.
Yeah, soundboard. Can you do
I'm Skylar.
Skylar. Yeah, that one. And then a couple of Miss Outlaw being like, say it. And then
go. Arriba. That one.
Yeah, arriba. And
the way she says the MF word.
Oh yes, that one. And worldwide social media
Legal
and
laws.
illegal laws. Yeah. There's so many. There's so many good
You
ones.
better cut Miss Outlaw a check.
Yeah, yeah. Every time he plays her little soundboard thing. Yeah.
So now y'all are about to make me start back using my soundboard.
Wow, that's fancy.
All right.
Oh, you need that.
Wow.
So
Wait, how many sounds do you get to do?
uh 12.
Somebody said
That's
after
enough.
David instead
That's
of
enough.
affidavit. Okay, sorry, 12?
Uh-huh.
We can do a lot with 12.
Yeah.
I don't know where this conversation is going.
I don't know either.
I'm just bullshitting.
Sorry.
No, hey, I ain't stopping y'all. I ain't
No, we should get back because we always get distracted. So yeah. We should probably-
us get distracted.
Well, yeah.
But y'all ass can say what y'all want to say over there in the chat. But we getting distracted. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. All right. All right.
I'll mess up.
You know what? Y'all shout out to the moderators. They came up here and gave you boy just a little break. Thank y'all, Peanut, Mercury. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are the best mods. Like y'all, I wouldn't trade y'all for the. Randy, listen, I wouldn't trade y'all for the world, okay? Because I mean, squirting that. I mean,
You had to say it.
I mean,
We were all thinking it.
don't even worry about it.
In the middle of you saying you wouldn't trade us for the world.
So nice.
God damn it! I mean, that's a lot. Be coming out of one person, that's a lot. Look at the size of it. Like that. That's
10-inch
a lot
club.
Of, that,
Oh wait, what? Can I say one more thing? I have one more thing to say before I
It's
go.
Ronnie's fault. It's Ronnie's fault.
Whoever was on Rumble, I think, like 2 nights ago, talking about like how Ranny annoys them. Come over to TikTok and say it with your chest. Yeah, no one picks on my Ranny.
Yeah, we're very much good cop, bad cop. But we're all on the same page, so don't try it.
Yeah.
Even us nice ones, don't play too much.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Well, Randy, not Randy. God damn it! I'm just her comment. It's just. I'm Randy. Your comment, ma'am. Your comment is just you. Edie, Mercury. Thank y'all so much. I mean, Carmel. Thank you. Bluetooth.
No. Honey, okay, whatever. All right, honey roasted.
Host. I bet you is honey roasted.
Yeah,
Thank you
these
again.
nuts. Bye.
These two right here. Thank you so much, Mercury. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. Let's continue.
Scream, fight, whatever, let it out. Because they've done it with me. That's how I know it's real. My mom has had the patience with me to get me to today. You angels have had the patience with us to be sitting here. So now I'm talking to the children mainly today. There's so much that's going on, and these advocates and these organizations are really bothering me. We've done a lot of interviews, and there's no point for an interview when there's nothing that comes out of it. There's no point in followers and numbers and merchandise when there's nobody that's filling the streets. If there's 75,000 people that are watching this video right now, that doesn't matter when there's not 75,000 people yelling, where the hell is the Epstein flight logs?
Look at the kettle, blue and yellow. Y'all ass been on social media for 6 years, going on 6 years, and y'all haven't done shit but run your damn mouth. That's it. So before you crucify somebody else, how about you look in the mirror, Tori?
Why won't anybody talk about where the missing children are? Oprah. What's going on with that school?
Somebody you admire, somebody you respect, or maybe even love. And it feels good. I mean, if you're 7 years old and somebody, which I was trying to say this to my friends who had children, you're 7 years old and someone is stroking your penis.
We'll go straight back to their pimps and their handlers. Did you talk about that? Or are you just saying that you need a $50,000 fundraiser so you can extract some children? And take them where? because somebody already took them from their parents. So where are you taking them? If you're in the CPS system and you're trying to figure things out right now, I've been there. I've done that. Been on my own. And then this woman walked in my life. She looked just like me, huh? She my twin. You know, we dress alike too. So this woman came in my life and it was a whole different story. I was like, oh, wait. Real people exist. What's wrong with you? Okay. So we want to go into the next thing because I want to talk to the kids. If you're watching this today and you're like, what do I do? I don't know. I don't know your situation. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to sugarcoat it and tell you it's going to be fine. That's a lie. It's going to get real bumpy. It's going to get so bumpy, you're going to think, why don't I just give up? What's the point of fighting? If I have 2 seconds of freedom, why would I choose to lose that over fighting someone that I know I'm not going to win? I'm still standing here. So if you feel like, look, she probably don't know what she's talking about. Maybe I don't. I know nothing, but I can tell you what I've been through. And if you want to contact me, I can tell you what might work for you. I can tell you how I might be able to advocate for you. I can give you some advice and some tips of the things that I did. I can point you to someone who can say, hey, maybe they got some tips and advice for you. But I know damn well that I probably can't save you. And there's a lot of people that are mad at me for that right now. We're going to talk about that next. What's next? Oh, altars. Oh, Lord. Okay. D-I-D. That was on D. I thought that was D. D-I-D.
What? Shelly telling you what to say next. And D-I-D. Ooh, I can't wait to talk about D-I-D. D-I-D. Again, I told y'all this is nothing but a show for her. You mean to tell me somebody with DID is just going around, ooh, I can't wait to talk about DID. Great vibes. I should have clarified that Peanut's mom will watch Oprah every day. So that's why Peanut will get excited and tell all the black ladies, hi, Oprah.
Here.
Also, we got a lot of questions regarding altars.
Yeah.
We'll get into the MK Ultra and the blueprints in a little bit. That's where this originates. But some of the questions about altars, newborn altars. Yes, there are newborn altars. When they are splitting the kids, they try to do that in utero. They are already checking when the baby is in the womb, how well they can hold a split. So they will introduce trauma, whether
you're not going to believe what this shampoo does to your hair.
They're sticking them with needles, shocking them in utero. They are doing that to see how well their brain will split. Allie has newborn altars. If you are a mother or if you've been around babies, you know that's that distinct cry that a newborn baby has that's different than anything else. You can't fake that. She has altars that have that newborn distinct cry. So that's how I know that she was split at a very young age. Young altars in bedwetting. I'm just going to go through the questions on these. Let me get my glasses on. Young altars in bedwetting. Yeah, there were in the beginning some altars that would come up and have bathroom issues in the night because when they were 5 years old, they had problems wetting the bed. when you get the kids working together, you just make the adjustment that the little kids don't come up in the night when they're sleeping. Do the altars age? I don't know about everybody's system, but Allie's altars do not age. They kind of stay at the age that they are, or that they were created. When you argue, do you hit yourself? Has anybody seen the movie Liar,
You know
Liar?
that phrase, I could kick my own ass sometimes. No, we don't hit ourselves. No. Well, no. But sometimes I could get on my own nerves. So there's that. Yeah, I had something else to add, but I would let you go to
that scene from the movie Liar, Liar, when he's in the bathroom and he's like kicking his ass. That if they were to fight physically like that, that's exactly what it would look like. And I'm sure that's probably where that comes from.
Okay, so who has seen what you thought was a crackhead on the corner of 7-Eleven fighting with a tree? Who has seen somebody that you thought was, just fresh out of the mental ward, swinging and spinning on the corner, and you're like, what are they hitting at? Who heard about that shooter recently in, was it Massachusetts?
I don't remember what state it was.
Colorado. Was it a school?
The amusement park.
Tell the story.
He was at. They found his dead body in the amusement park, and he had a lot of ammunition and weapons, and had scrawled that he was not a killer. What you are seeing is MK Ultra slave that was likely activated and triggered to go on a shooting rampage. But then another altar came up and didn't want any part of that and killed themselves instead. That's what that looks like. Most of your mass shootings, the Las Vegas shootings,
Is everybody following along? Oh yes, we just learned that an altar can off itself. Yep, we just learned that. I was today years old when I found that out. Yeah. Jay, you said, do I know Queen T? I don't know anybody on this platform personally. Yeah, so she's disassociating the person from the subject, of course.
shooting, if you look at the patterns, it's almost cookie cutter. If you follow.
Oh, that's your daughter. Okay. Queen T, shout outs to your daughter. Shout outs to your daughter. Okay. I was a little confused there. Shout outs to your daughter. Jay, welcome. Now, we don't know why you got a black dot for your profile picture. Hey. TikTok said upload a profile picture. Her ass said fuck it, just sent a background with nothing on it. All right, welcome to the channel, Jay. Welcome. She said, "I love you, GV." That's yeah. That was beautiful.
What happens and everything, or your school shootings back in the day, Columbine, there was a whole succession of school shootings. A lot of times the shooter will be like, I don't know what happened. I don't have any memory. That's because it's MK Ultra and DID. Somebody is triggering them and activating them to do that. How do altars come up?
Everybody's system is different. So there's some people who have altars that, have you ever seen someone who they feel like they're stuck in the wrong era? They're like they dressed the 1960s. They feel they talk like they're from the 1960s, and you're like the sock hop era or whatever, and they're stuck with that. Sometimes they believe that they're still the same cars to this day. They don't know the difference of what's going on now versus what happened then. There's those ways. That way, there's the way of some altars can switch and one can be up for days to a year at a time and then completely change. So somebody, if you've ever that example of, oh, like that's not even your character. You'll have somebody in your life that's not even their character to drink. That's not their character to laugh like that. That's not their character to watch that type of show. It's really different. Everybody's system is different. So to just say mine, first of all, it's dangerous for some that are watching this. There's many people who would love to watch us fall. So MK Ultra programmers, stitchers, encryptors, decryptors, coders, programmers that will be watching this to wait to see if I say it exactly. So there's some things that I'm holding back on just a little bit. But to explain to you, my system is not the same way that everybody's system works. If you've ever had a spouse that you feel like you didn't marry the same person that you were with, or that you're with now, or at the moment, you're like, hey, something's different about you. You don't act this way. Or that phrase of you've been married for 30 years and all of a sudden you don't love them anymore. It's like that doesn't exist. Something happened there. Something changed there. So altars can come up in many different ways. That's what I'm getting at. It just depends on the person's system, and that everybody is different.
How long do the altars stay up? That varies. It depends on the situation. If there's a highly stressful situation, maybe an altar that can handle that stress better will come up to take that load. Allie's altars usually switch all day long, constantly. When you speak to each other, is it audible or internal? Some people can answer that question. There we go.
Any angels in here that would like to answer that question? Both? Both. We are getting more used to, I think my dancers, even that as a teacher, I think some of my dancers used to notice, I say we a lot. And I wasn't talking, I would say the choreography that we put together, and my dancers would be like, I thought you put it together. And I'm like, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. But I would say we a lot. So yeah, sometimes we'll talk out loud and argue out loud. Yeah.
What does it look like on the inside?
Ooh. Again, everybody's programming is different. I'm just going to say this, castle-like structure. Write that down. Castle-like structure. Diamond programming. Write that down. There's some things that I will give some information, and I know people will go ahead and do what they need to do their research. But castle-like structure.
Let's back this up a little bit. Okay, she mentioned about the altars, when they come up, how they know when to, I guess, stop talking, or Shelly made a comment here. She said she switched altars all day, every day. But we only met one, maybe two. And I'm talking about Tori as an altar, and also Maddie. Okay? She said they're on her every single day. How come the public never sees it? Because you defined who these altars were, right? You said, I was wondering, do all the altars be hating on each other? Probably do. You said, I do internal medicine. I do internal medicine work in a psych hospital twice a week. And you see one of your victims one of your victims. They are out here on the streets walking around. All right. GV, I had a psychiatrist watch a Shelly stupid DID presentation. They were amused. I bet you they were. I bet you they were. All right.
And diamond programming is what you should take a look at. Our medical diagnosis is in the building. The document.
Shelly, good job typing this up. Good job typing this up. Why do you have to put at the top here confidential information for professional use only? She put a disclaimer up there. Do y'all see this? She typed this up. Data services February 1st, 2012. Then back in March 22nd, 2012. What? Hold on. This is crazy. Do y'all see this? Psychological assessment, and Shelly, you have a bachelor's degree or a master's, one of them, in psychology. So this was your assessment, okay? You did this, not a certified psychologist.
We have a medical diagnosis of dissociative identity disorder since we looked, and we have this right here. It was the diagnosis for a medical diagnosis of dissociative identity disorder was February 1st of 2012. I'm going to hand this around the room. There's some stuff that's redacted. And what do you want to about this one?
So in 2010, she's going to hand out the other paper. I petitioned the court to be her guardian or foster parent. In 2010, I was calling that she had DID, but that continued to be ignored.
That's the diagnosis, and this is the court thing. I'm sorry, but I was nervous at first, and I'm just ready to spit this out. My shakes, I'm like trying to get it out and sweating through this shirt so bad. So I don't stink, I'm just sweating. So DID comes from trauma. Alters come from trauma. So while this conversation right here of alters, you're probably sitting there like, what are we talking about? There's different ones. Yes, and I'll explain to you why. Because there's paperwork from when I was 3 months old. I was sexually assaulted as a baby at 3 months old. It's in the paperwork. Nobody did anything. Nobody asked.
This is my hair on minoxidil. This is my hair on finasteride. And this is my hair on this new at-home.
Any questions? It's there. There's many situations that happened all throughout my childhood, and every single time it created a new child. It created a new person. I had to kind of separate from myself so I could deal with the situation. DID, there's 3 different forms of dissociative identity disorder, and if you could, that might pop up on the screen, I don't know, but if it doesn't, just go look it up. You got fingers, type them in. So DID, there's 3 different types, and there's different situations with alters. There is not one person that can tell me that they can go through trauma of seeing someone being hurt, seeing someone being brutalized, going through a car accident, being assaulted in some type of way, and not have to heal from that pain. Okay? Everybody has a level, I think, of alters or DID. It depends on trauma. But there's no one that can say that the things that I have been through, you don't just heal from that. You're not just okay from that. It causes other things, which is ulcers. So I know some of you are probably like, what are we talking about? But we'll get into that more too. Adrenochrome, what it looks like. Okay. Again, the example of Monsters Inc. Okay, so let's explain the movie Monsters Inc. for those who haven't seen it. The monsters are on an underground, you look at it, it's an underground type of bunker. And what they do is they order the doors of the children's rooms. Hence, alters, DID, everything's gonna tie back together, so stay with me, y'all. With altars, and sometimes in an eternal structure, there's rooms. So you know how somebody says, like, these things live rent-free in my head? That's where those sayings come from. The voices in my head, that's where those sayings come from. So they would order the rooms of the children, and then they go in and they scare the hell out of them, and they make them scream. The adrenaline causes adrenochrome, which fills that little capsule that they're collecting from. They then use that to power their bathtubs. They then use that to power their lights. They then use that for their water supplies. They then use that for everything that they need for.
Wait, Tori. Wait, before I say what I need to say, wait a minute.
You know how somebody says, like, these things live rent-free in my head? That's where those sayings come from. The voices in my head, that's where those sayings come from. So they would order the rooms of the children, and then they go in and they scare the hell out of them, and they make them scream. The adrenaline causes adrenochrome, which fills that little capsule that they're collecting from. They then use that to power their bathtubs.
I just want to make sure I heard that correctly. You mean to tell me, Tori, that our bathtubs can be powered? If we can bring power to what is it with her and these fucking bathtubs? You can send power to your bathtub.
They then use that to power their lights. They then use that for their water supplies. They then use that for everything that they need for day-to-day life. That's Monsters Inc. The kids' movie Monsters Inc. Okay, that is the most basic definition of adrenochrome. In the movies and in other things, it's presented as a pink drink. It's presented as a form of lotion for some people.
Well, it's this way in which one forces through microneedling. It's like a little roller with these, some of you, I think many of you know it, and it pushes through the skin and ruptures the collagen and then boosts it. You look like a burn victim for a day, but then it pushes the
What are you pushing into the skin, Sandra?
Sarah?
Carrie?
Yeah, thank y'all so much.
What are you pushing into the skin?
Well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores.
But what is it?
It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person far, far away, and they somehow figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby. That's what it is.
Okay.
Who comes up with this?
I don't think, it's not like I'm lying there with little pieces all over my face. It's like,
Who thinks of collecting it and having it we'll do something with this someday.
And why didn't we come up with that?
Right.
In the movie Tangled, it's presented as it's in her hair. When she.
Do they realize that was being sarcastic? Tori, they was being funny.
She brushes her hair, the fountain of youth comes back to her mother. But this mother stole her from her parents and is draining the youth from her hair. Okay, so these things are presented this way. Adrenochrome looks many different type of way, but adrenochrome is taken from the adrenaline of somebody freaking out. So being scared, being in a car accident, being sexually assaulted.
I got you, Edie. The live. Sorry, y'all. I was hungry. TikTok, I need to restart. I'm gonna tell you how the AI know that Tori has been lying, because the AI pretty much said that she's giving out misinformation. TikTok, let me restart. All right, y'all. Everybody else, we're going to keep going.
Being beaten, being verbally assaulted, being scared to the point of you zone out. If you know what that feels like. So adrenochrome is. I hope that explains that. There's assumptions. There's a lot of assumptions. If you are adopted, then things are fine. No. Once I got adopted, things were not fine. Things actually took a turn once again for a different war. If your house is clean, then it's fine. It can't happen to me because not my kids. It can't happen to me because we live in the suburbs. It can't happen to me because I don't involve myself. I don't watch that stuff on TV. I don't engage in the news. All those assumptions are what they are, assumptions. We wanted to clear up those assumptions. Another assumption is that there's white hats. That there's white hats that are protecting us right now. These are everyday people. Assumptions that we went into witness protection program. I want to ask somebody, has anybody ever talked to anybody that's been in witness protection program? Anybody? Have you ever heard any stories that someone comes out of witness protection program and they say, oh, they kept me safe?
Wait a minute.
Are they allowed? No. Once I got adopted, things were not fine. Things actually took a turn once again for a different war.
Hold on, y'all.
If your house is clean, then it's fine. It can't happen to me because not my kids. It can't happen to me because we live in the suburbs. It can't happen to me because I don't involve myself. I don't watch that stuff on TV. I don't engage in the news. All those assumptions are what they are, assumptions. We wanted to clear up those assumptions. Another assumption is that there's white hats. That there's white hats that are protecting us right now. These are everyday people. Assumptions that we went into witness protection program. I want to ask somebody, has anybody ever?
Did she just say that they went into witness protection program? The witness protection program. Did they? I know I just heard that.
It happened to me because not my kids.
Hold on 1 second. Witness protection for what?
Can't happen to me because we live in the suburbs. It can't happen to me because I don't involve myself. I don't watch that stuff on TV. I don't engage in the news. All those assumptions are what they are, assumptions. We wanted to clear up those assumptions. Another assumption is that there's white hats. That there's white hats that are protecting us right now. These are everyday people. Assumptions that we went into witness protection program. I want to ask somebody.
Oh, she said that was an assumption. Okay.
Has anybody ever talked to anybody that's been in witness protection program? Anybody? Have you ever heard any stories that someone comes out of witness protection program and they say, oh, they kept me safe? Are they allowed to tell you that witness protection program actually exists? No. Witness protection program is a safety measure. It's a cushion. It's a false flag.
Do they think they're doing something here?
Protecting anybody that you know of right now, including the president of the United States, the real one? I don't believe in either of them. None of them. I'm waiting on somebody to do something.
So all the things she do is she just sit here and just talk, 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 talk. The way I was raised, if you're a type of person that people just talk, 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 those going to be the same people that will lie to you. All right? They talk, they talk, they talk, 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 talk. God damn it, just talk. That's all she does is just talk about a bunch of nonsense. Shit, nobody didn't even ask the questions, or she just talk. Let's go here. Because this shit right here. Hold on one second. I need everybody tapping the screen right now if you don't mind. Hold on. Hold on one second, y'all. It's one video that I'm looking for. And again, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all. Hold on. Hold on one second, y'all. You said Sage GV who talks. Well, I have to stop the live so we don't get shut down. Hold on one second. Okay. This it right here. This it right here. I must. Wow. I mean, there's no statement for this. It's none whatsoever. Do y'all see how Shelly is all up on this young lady? Okay, got this got this woman that she claims to be her child between her legs. Y'all listen up.
Do I? I don't have a booger. I was just checking. I have dry skin on my nose, and I have to double check all the time if it's a booger, and it's not. It's dry freaking skin, so don't go talking your shit. Hi. Don't start the bullshit. It's dry skin. Hi. Well, we got a lot to talk about. Hello. Let's start. You want to go first? Do you want? I don't even know. Well, okay. Well, got a few things that we want to talk about. If you missed yesterday, I was on Right Side Broadcasting Network, RSBN.
Back up a little bit. We had
to
leave the state that we were in for safety reasons. We had to move out the way a little bit. We crossed about, 5 or 6 state lines over the last week. Got to a safe place. Things were quiet and calm. We were trying to keep our head down. We were off social media for a little bit. Just needed a break. We went to yesterday where we were. There was a boat parade for Memorial Day. We went there. There was a news camera up. We tried to stay over to the side. We were just in a small area where we were. There was people watching the boat parade. There was maybe 80 people or so, maybe not that many. So we were just at the water, trying to keep our head down, trying to stay to the side of the camera.
Mom was taking pictures of lizards. That's why you see
we
her
were
in the
minding
frame.
our business. They asked to interview Allie. At that point, it was either take the interview and expose where we were, or keep your head down and be quiet.
And right there, sorry, Mom. Right there, some people got pissy yesterday. It's a lot of emotions that ran through yesterday for some people. So let me help you. Let me call to you one more time. Some people said, if this is the case, why did you do the interview? Why would you do the interview knowing that it's going to bring more danger?
That's the whole damn point of where we were at.
Who the hell would I be if I sat here and preached to y'all 24/7 that no matter what, somebody should be fighting for the children, no matter what it takes, no matter the sacrifice, no matter what happens? Who the hell would I be but nothing but the biggest hypocrite if I said no?
That's the whole point where we're out here, like
the opportunity, because I admire Right Side RSBN. A few months ago, I was wanting them to turn around to look at the sign behind them. Do y'all remember that? A few months ago, okay? So now, the 1 in a million chances that we end up standing right next to them.
Literally.
We were, sorry, I apologize about this, but we were standing on their blanket. And it took me a minute to realize who they were, because I was walking back and forth, and then I'm like, why is this dude staring at me?
They didn't have their stuff.
They didn't have stuff set up.
There was a little name tag on the microphone, but that was down. That was down low. You couldn't really see it.
At first, it was in a bag. So, and then when I seen them, that's when I'm like, shit, Mom, hello. And we went up to him before the cameras even started, and I said, hi, I just wanted to let you know that I admire your platform, and I appreciate you sharing the truth all the time. And he said, thanks for your support. I said, yeah, always. That was it. Shook his hand. That was all. We shook his hand. And the girl. I was like, I don't want to just not say anything. And we're standing right next to them. And then Mom was like, where else? I even asked Mom, and I know they heard me. I asked Mom. I said, is there anywhere else to go? Before I even realized it was them. We just wanted to go stand somewhere else. And then I realized it was them, and I'm like, who would I be? And how the hell does this work? To know that they're standing right here, and what the hell am I going to say? No, I'm not going to just walk up to them and be like, hey, how you doing? I'm Allie, the sex trafficking survivor that was trying to tell you to turn around a few months ago. No, that's not what I was going to do. But I was like, who am I to not say a damn thing? That's a hypocrite. Hello?
Truth comes with the price. it's a price that has to be paid every day by everybody, and especially when it comes to what's going on with the kids. You know, there's a lot of you out there who think about black slavery hundreds of years ago, and well, I wouldn't have done that. I would have stood up. I would have did this. I would have did that. You know, Hitler and the Jews, I wouldn't have allowed that. I would have done this. I would have done that. And here we are, and you guys ain't doing shit. Most of y'all can't even ask a question.
Okay, so then let's talk about what happened after. The second that I said God bless you, you can see in the camera that I take off. And me and another...
Wait, you said people can't even ask a question? Sorry, y'all, I'm doing like several things at one time. What you mean people can't ask a question? Every time somebody asks a question, y'all call them pedos. You block them. You talk crazy to them. Y'all talking about y'all was in, you know, in this area with this camera, with this, I guess it was people was filming, maybe a news media outlet, I don't know. But first y'all said his microphone was in a bag, and then it said y'all said it was down low, as if he or she was trying to record what y'all was saying without the mic. How did y'all know the microphone was in the bag? So they pulled it out because they wanted to record you. Y'all that damn special. Not to pull out the microphone because they are recording and they need audio. They pulled it out because they wanted to record you, I'm assuming. Got it. Okay.
Another angel were already leaving. Okay. Another angel went back after I threw up and asked Mike, which I want to say thank you to him because he's using his platform, but at the same time, they asked him, do you have any sources? Do you have any resources? You know, I just want to ask off camera, is there anything, any connections that you may have, anything that can help? He said, I'm sorry. No, I do not. He did what was in his power. Now, what I do hope and what I do thank Mike for and what I admire again about RSBN is that they speak the truth. And I pray to God that they continue to do that. I pray that they continue to use their very huge platform, you know, now that they've been past the voting, to now speak on human sex trafficking. You know, Mike had so much information and that was amazing.
I'm just trying to figure out why Shelly bit back ass all up on this woman. Tori did admit she liked girls. She messed around with girls. So the question is Shelly, how many times you messed with Allie? That's, you know, the name that you gave her, the altar that you gave her. Because we know you be selling off altars. Because only your ass be talking about it. Only you know how it works. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Look how she looking, y'all. Look at this. Look at the strength of those. Hold on, y'all.
Not expect for us to talk the way we did. It was great. And I couldn't be that hypocrite to not. But it was great to have a conversation with him. I'm very thankful that he asked me to do the interview. And now that it's out there, let's tell you what happened though. But we're still going to talk about RSBN.
First of all, some of you got it twisted that because the interview happened, that all of a sudden everything's all right with the world. That
I got
fixes
messages,
everything.
and we're not upset with you. I'm just saying we got to help you see this because this is the point. You guys are seeing things in real time. That's what you've been able to see with me. Real time shit. So here we go. If you were on Telegram last night, someone popped up right when they seen the news interview. Someone said, hey, my prayers have been answered. I'm so excited. Now that you're on the news, everything is going to be fixed. They're going to fix it.
No.
Everything now my prayers have been answered. It's going to get fixed. And I'm like,
The only thing that happened yesterday, two things. One was that Allie was on the news, and that's probably going to reach millions of people. Two, that alerted every fucking trafficker, witch, warlock, pimp, in the state we were in. We're on somebody else's territory. Nothing is fixed. Nothing is.
Do y'all hear the bullshit? Hold on.
That Allie was on the news, and that's probably going to reach millions of people. Two, that alerted every fucking trafficker.
Every trafficker in the United States of America wants Tory. Everybody that's moving these people around, they are looking for Tory. Okay?
Witch, warlock, pimp, in the state we were in. We're on somebody else's territory. Nothing is fixed. Nothing is changed. There is nobody to fix or change it. It's up to you. It's up to each one of you listening. You guys have to decide whether you're going to tolerate child sex trafficking. You guys have to decide whether you're going to tolerate slavery, human slavery in the year 2021, if that's going to be okay with you, or if you're going to take a stand and do something about it. That's all that. Nothing else has changed. There's no magic wand. There's no superhero that's going to come down and fix that shit.
And
that's
somebody
on
was like,
everybody.
Well, they've done interviews with very big people. Okay, they're their sponsors. Were they able to call and put them on speed dial when they met me? No. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. We want life to be a Disney movie. That's what everybody wants. That's what I mean by life is not a Disney movie. Everybody was expecting it to be like, oh my God, she made the news. That's it. Someone's going to get called. Nope.
That's not how that shit works.
No.
All right, y'all. I'm going to pause that right there. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm fighting everything inside of me. Because listening to these two is just fucking depressing. It's depressing as hell. It's depressing. No, this is not my regular page, Candy. It's not. We wait for TikTok to bring that back up. But this is very depressing. Okay? Very depressing. Tori, you didn't get the Disney movie you thought you was going to get Living with Shelly. You about to get you a double shot, Nicole? Hell, drink one for me. Because this shit is depressing. All right, it really is. And this is taking a lot off my mental. I mean, out of my mental. It really is. Listen. You said you needed to purchase another vape. All right. Before we move on, anybody got any questions about what they heard so far, or any questions about Tori or Shelly? You said yes. Look, Cornell. You say you have a question. Thank you, Elena. I am Randy. I'm not going to forget about it because I'm gonna tell you right now that right there, what I just listened to, it drained the hell out of me. But y'all know I'm not going to forget because I'm gonna set up I'm gonna set up a conversation for that. Did Shelly alert the person filming? What you can you request to come up? Really, Milkos? Lil Cornell, can you request to come up? You said you were trying. So you hitting the two little people that's at the bottom of your screen on the right hand side to the right of your messages. There you go.
Are
Hey,
you able to hear me?
I can.
Okay. My question was, you know how like when famous people alert paparazzi,
Hmm.
I'm not saying that that's what that is. I'm just asking, did Shelly purposely go to that spot that they're so called at to have what is her name, Allie, agitated, like act out?
Yeah, yeah. So Shelly, she have to create these scenarios so they can try to tell people, hey, we can prove it to you, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
Again, we're dealing with a woman with a psychology degree, okay?
Okay.
And this woman here, I mean, I can't say yeah or nay, but look how she formed that story. She said that they would all of a sudden they ended up on the news reporter's blanket. They don't know how they got
Absolutely.
there. They was standing on it, and they saw the microphone in his bag, and so I guess he picked up the microphone and put it on. Uh, she told Tori, "Hey, it's time for us to go because they trying to record us and they trying to drop our
Mm.
location, so we got to get on out of here." So this is what Shelly's setting up for Allie, so Allie can push that information out into the streets for pops, just for all whatever um, um, storyline to add to their previous stories.
I get that. That's what I was looking at. I'm like, man, is it possible that she alerted that person to have the microphone? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
let me show you how she actually acts. Or, this is my project right here. Let me show you how she grew up from this point to this point. You know, you know, documentation.
Yep, that is correct. And again, I'm still trying to figure out what is their end game.
Mm. Does she have control over Allie's medication?
We don't know. We don't even know she's on medication. Period. But again, by her being in a mental hospital, I don't see why not. I mean, why she should not be on any type of medication that was prescribed by her pediatrician. So,
Well, she's an adult. She wouldn't have a pediatrician.
well, when she was smaller, well,
Oh,
when she
okay.
was
You're
at the mental
saying.
hospital, and
Okay.
I forget what they said. She defiant something disorder. Um,
Oh,
so I don't know if she would still be on that particular medication.
man. So
Mhm.
wouldn't Shelly be violating a HIPAA?
So the HIPAA doesn't apply to your everyday citizens. That's only employee versus employer.
I'm saying like HIPAA meaning, I'm not saying would Allie's mother have had to give up custody to this doctor, or is she a doctor? Is
No,
Shelly a doctor?
no.
Okay. Like I'm just trying to figure out how she got access to where she's there together. If that makes sense. I'm trying to
Hold on, what you mean they're together?
I'm saying like they're always in the same vicinity with each other.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Do you know the backstory to this?
a little bit, but not really. I listen to you all the time. It's just that my mind is trying to make sense of this.
Okay, well, look at it like this. Um, again, why do you think they're always on the run? They just uh,
Mm.
no on the run. And the question number two is, who are they running from? Right?
Right. Who?
They told so many
Yeah.
people across the internet that they're running from the elites. They don't want these pimps, these elites, to get
Mm.
their location. So this is why they are always running. Okay, but we know why they are running. Okay, because we know that Shelly kidnapped this young lady, and the moment she was in Shelly's hands, she disappeared. So again, it's the constant moving. So Tori's family won't find their location. So she's running from the police, the laws. Not saying she got a warrant out for her arrest, but what we're saying is that she knows exactly what that court order said, what that judge said, told her to stay away from Tori when she was younger. So she snatched her up and been on the road with her since.
Oh, okay. Then now that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with my question again is for the like medication wise. Doesn't she have to have like an address for the medication to be distributed?
I'm trying to figure out.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like
trying to figure out what
if she's
medication
on
she on.
medication.
Like I don't know if she's on medication. I don't know.
Well, wouldn't she have had to have an address to have children?
Yes.
So can't they go back to that, or tax purposes, you know, or SSI, or SS whatever ID, or I'm saying like you have to have a physical address to get all those type of government services.
Again, that's not in my field of study. Um, when it relates to that part, um, but with the medication, I see what you're asking. Um, the only answer I have for that is no. As
Okay.
far as, but again, because the only way I can completely answer that if I knew that she was on medication now at the age of, I guess, 27 in this video.
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't know. I don't know.
Man.
So but I was only taking one question, y'all, because I need to open my brain up. My brain is very just listening to this bullshit. Um so how long you been watching it live?
Like I've seen you more than like maybe a month.
Okay.
But I'm like, I've been looking at other cases. I'm not a lawyer or anything like that, but I'm just a concerned parent
Oh, I see.
that I could see, like, I could see where I could help type of thing.
With this situation right here.
No, well, not just with I'm just saying my brain is like trying to make sense of this.
Oh, okay.
Like, how can you find this young lady? You know what I'm saying? Like somebody has to tell something. Basically, that's what I'm getting at. She has to be fed. She has to be clothed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Again, I look at her age now, and again, she clearly knows what she's doing, right? So even if they was to sit still or somebody found out what they're located, where they are located, it's as at the moment, it's nothing that the police can do, right? It's nothing that nobody can do because, again, dealing with something like this right here, if you want to see justice being done, it requires a lot of money because the lawyers will have to draw up the necessary paperwork and see what laws is pertaining to what they have seen or witnessed over the past 5, 6, 7 years, and to try to bring any type of to bring a case against her, any charges against her. And if that happened, then you know but this again, this what confuses me, sweetheart. They always talking about, ain't nobody out here to help them. You can't trust nobody, but they are, they have been, with, in interactions with the police a few times.
Mm-hmm.
One officer asked her, because of course, she told him that she was she was a trafficking sex survivor. That's what she is.
Hmm.
And then Shelly told the officer the whole story and everything. He was like, "Hey, we can help you right now." And then of course they denied it. So,
Wow.
like they deny everything else. So, but
Couldn't her actual mother file motions? You know how like you trap people up in a lot of stuff, like with the court system. Be like, hey, file a motion.
well, to file a motion, so you got so now you're talking about juvenile versus adulthood, right? If
Whichever hood it is, feel me?
Well,
Just
would it be a continuation after dealing with family court versus dealing with a criminal court? You see what I'm saying? So say for instance, this she was 17 right now, and then she had an
okay.
18th birthday. How would you file that motion?
Oh,
You see what I'm saying? So that's
I'm
what
gonna call somebody. Let me call someone and ask how that would happen. And where are they supposed to be in California?
Allegedly they be they have been spotted in Riverside, California a few times.
So that's like Moreno Valley,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm gonna ask.
Well, I appreciate
how they have that, because it makes no sense of how they have that much interaction with the police.
Mm-hmm.
They say she says she's a victim of something, and they have all those 800 numbers in the bathrooms, hotels,
Mm-hmm.
gas stations, saying if you need help to call.
Well, they know if she called, Shelly is going to be leaving with the police in handcuffs, because again they're going to be asking questions, right? Everything that
Okay.
happened to her is is from the lady that's sitting right next to her. And she's speaking third person, as if it was somebody else, that she's speaking about somebody else with the abuse and different things like that. So, but again, when it comes to the trafficking part, all that happened. If it did happen, all that happened up on Shelly's watch, and because she talks about the stuff that happened to her when she was 16, 17, 18, different things like that. But she was with Shelly, the moment
When that happened.
yeah, when all that went down, when she ran away from placement, she ran into the arms of Shelly. So could she be telling on Shelly? Could be, without using her name. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But y'all,
That's
listen.
mind blowing.
I gotta. That's all they doing, playing mind games. Listen, y'all. I gotta do a reset in my head. So we'll be back at, it's 3:20 my time. You know what? We're gonna go on. We're gonna go on a little earlier. Okay, so I'll be back in about 3 hours, and I should be back to my normal self. All right. So
Thank you for allowing me up here.
no
And they're
problem.
saying Miss Outlaw is in the comments. Tell
Oh,
her I'm praying for her.
okay, you can tell her right now.
Okay, I'm praying for you, Miss Outlaw.
Thank you. Thank you so much. How Le Cornell?
It's look Cornell,
Okay,
but it's actually Lavetta. But I'm using my first initial and my a little bit of my last name.
okay. Well, it was great to meet you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for actually listening to me, because I'm like, man, I appreciate this coming on my feed.
Well, I appreciate that. As you know, this right here is my backup. Well, one of my backup pages.
Okay.
I'm waiting for TikTok to put my main page back online. So, but again, thank you so
I'm
much.
definitely on here all the time. I'm just in the background,
Right.
listening and writing notes.
Oh, well, we got another note taker. Thank you so much. Thank you, sweetheart.
Absolutely.
All right, you take care.
You too. Thank you.
SAS said, when are they dropping evidence? They didn't. I know I had y'all. I know I had y'all on the edge of your seats. Like, oh, she about to drop this information. No. But again, y'all, I need to reset up here. Okay. So everybody on YouTube, thank y'all so much for being here. When we come back, remember Randy and Edie, I have to set up the conversation that's going to lead into those voice recordings and that birth certificate, because I don't want to throw people off. Just throw it up there and then people start asking questions. Hey, what's going on here? Now we got to deviate. So I'm gonna set up everything to where it's going to lead into the information y'all sent me. Again, from Quintet all the way down to Jess. Jess, good to see you. Don, Margaret, Miss Harris, Chillin, Kelly, Victorious, Lady J, Vic, Julia, Candy, Sass, Mystic, Milkos, Teresa, Nicole, Gina, Mercury, Fine, and Latanya. Thank y'all again from the heart meets all the way up to the gifts. And again, for everybody that have been tapping the screen, thank y'all so much for tapping the screen. Okay. But again, you can find the replay on YouTube. And again, thank y'all so much for watching. And I'll see you back in tonight. The live is going to be a little longer. Okay. So make sure you're back. Turn your notifications on. If you haven't followed the channel, please follow, like, hit subscribe across all platforms. All right. Again, Michelle, mom to three bad boys. Cool mama, all of y'all, thank y'all so much for coming in. Okay. So I'll see y'all later on, and God bless y'all. It's your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the win.
Elevate, true talk, love loud. Let's begin. Great Vibes on 10 for the win. We coming in strong with the check going wild. Big laughs, big thoughts, that's the style. Heavy talk, but the heart stay light. Great Vibes here to make you laugh all night. Put it up to 10. Let the vibe begin. Hit that like my friend for the win. Drop that 10, let the